Hallo, willkommen zu Lonestar. Wir spielen Cathy Rain. Wir spielen als nächstes Scrabble mit unserer Mitbewohnerin Eileen.
You're off your game today. Is everything all right?
Oh, shut up. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Oh, up late, thinking about your grandpa and everything?
Not just that, I keep having this bad dream. Well, it's not exactly a dream, it's something that actually happened.
Oh? What is it?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
You can trust me. Whatever it is, I promise I won't judge.
Well, it's your funeral. So, I used to be 16 and also pregnant.
So, was sagen wir denn dann? Did you have an aneurysm just now, E? Oh no, I broke it. Someone, we need an emergency Jesus stat. What?
Oh no, I broke it.
Please go on.
Well, seeing as how I don't actually have a 5-year-old, you can probably put 2 and 2 together.
You had an abortion.
Sure did. Major pain in the ass too, but hey, couldn't let that pregnancy go untreated.
I'm glad you're telling me, but I really wish you hadn't done that, Cathy. Who was the,
The donor? You wouldn't know him. Guy who knocked me up? Single motherhood waiting to happen? I don't actually know his name. Could probably pick out his Johnson in a lineup.
Guy who knocked me up? Single motherhood waiting to happen. Back then, I couldn't cook anything but microwave food, and I'd retch if I so much as walked past one trash can with smelly diapers in it. That kid would have been raised by my mother. I'd rather die than put another child through that.
I respect your decision, but you know how I feel about this. That guy up there, he's pro-life, and I'm with him.
I get that. I gotta say, you're being really cool about this, E. I was expecting you to clutch your cross, flip the table, and storm off or something.
I'm not a walking stereotype, you know.
Says the red-headed nerd with the glasses.
Ha ha. But Cathy, if you keep having that nightmare, perhaps you should talk to somebody about it.
Maybe. But I doubt obsessing over it is very healthy either. Your turn, E.
Oh, fine. Oh, I play apricot, orange. Yay, bingo! 67 points.
Well, ain't that fucking peachy.
At least it's not sour grapes.
Touché.
That night, Cassie dreams.
A tainted one approaches. Is it time? Yes, a fire that burns so bright. It is almost unbearable to see. Indeed. It seems the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Shall we sculpt some flesh friends, then? Very well. I will attend to the threshold.
Was für ein seltsamer Traum. 27. September 1995, Tag 3. Sie hat also ein ganz schön hartes Leben bisher gehabt.
Good morning, sunshine.
Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
3 times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser. So what's the plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
I'll get right on it.
Great. Thanks, E.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right. Yeah.
New Location added. Dann fangen wir vielleicht damit an. Was haben wir denn? Eine Map? Nicht, dass ich da jetzt sofort hingehe, wenn ich da hinklicke. Probieren wir nachher. Nein, nicht weggehen.
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red scythe flower. Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The pollen of the plant has also been known to cause hallucinations in concentrated amounts. Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
Baut es vielleicht jemand im großen Stil an und vertickert da Drogen und jeder, der da zu viel bekommen hat in die Nase, dreht durch?
One of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S. Grandpa was stationed there during the war.
McConnell Air Force Base. Conwell Springs.
That looks like the town area itself.
The lake?
Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise.
Hier ist der Wald.
Conwell Woods. What were you doing out there, Grandpa?
Nature Reserve.
It's the nature reserve, where the smoky lights were photographed.
Peak?
A prominent cliff top near the highway. Likely the most popular tourist spot in the area.
Highway?
Route 70, leading back to the city.
Ja, zu welcher? Ich glaube, dann haben wir alles gehabt. Was haben wir noch? Kann man es kombinieren?
That's kind of an arbitrary thing to do.
Das sagst du. Naja. Dann sagen wir doch mal Tschüss.
Hey, E, got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
Achso, wir können noch mal mit ihr reden.
So what am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know. I thought it might help you find the place where that picture was taken.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Kleiner Hinweis.
I don't need to show her that.
Nicht? Achso, sie hat uns ja auch die Karte gegeben.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like an okay bunch to me. Just your regular old Christians. My kind of crowd.
That's just it. They seem a bit too normal. And there's that logo, too.
It could just be a coincidence, Kathy. The Holy Trinity is typically portrayed as a triangle.
I don't believe in coincidences, E. I believe in action and reaction.
Gee, you sound like a starship captain. Captain Rain of the USS Dignity. Here to save the galaxy.
Oh, please, kill me now.
Na, wir wollen es doch nicht übertreiben.
What do you think of Lily Myers' art?
I actually looked her up this morning, and I couldn't find any records of her being recognized as an artist.
Yeah, I doubt there was ever a chance for that to happen. Wade bought everything shortly after she died. I only got a chance to see this one picture. Wasn't all that bad, but nothing breathtaking.
Well, maybe there's more to her art than meets the eye. Something Wade knew, and we're missing.
Yeah, maybe. So, what's your take on this Charles Wade?
I'm not sure. He sounded like a super nice guy on that tape, but media says that he's a ruthless businessman.
The tape is over 2 decades old. Maybe he's changed.
Either that or he is very different in his private life. Hard to know without actually seeing him.
Zum Cocky wird sie nichts wissen.
What do you think of this cocky person?
Well, the nickname makes me think of, you know, boy parts.
And you call yourself a Christian?
Yeah.
I wonder what was so special about Lily Myers. Well, besides her being a talented artist who drowned herself in a lake.
I bet there's some secret about her art. Let's hope Charles Wade has some answers.
Any ideas about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
Beats me. Maybe he found what he was looking for. Or it found him.
Did you just quote a tagline from one of those cheesy horror novels?
Maybe.
Können wir ihr noch irgendwas Interessantes zeigen? Glaub nicht.
I should get back to the investigation.
Okie dokie.
Ja, ich glaube, den Rest haben wir alle schon angesehen. Da liegt lauter Müll wieder rum. Eieiei. Dann gehen wir doch. Weiß nicht, ob wir was
Alright, I'm
übersehen
off.
haben.
Peace outie.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Church, Nature Reserve oder Klinik. Ich würde sagen, wir fangen mal in der Klinik an. Conwell Springs Community Clinic. Der sucht noch nach Drogen, die da weggeworfen wurden. Ah, der BAM! Haben sie ihn wieder rausgelassen.
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that.
Sagen wir doch mal Hallo, wenn er schon hier ist.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold.
Ooh.
Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
Alright, I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
Sollen wir ihn mal fragen?
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies. The Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Dann fragen wir mal nach den ganzen Filmen. Silence of Lambert.
Tell me about The Silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
Ja. Jacob's Bladder.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder.
Oh.
During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
Okay, das sind alles Filme, die würde ich nicht anschauen.
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Falls überhaupt.
Natural Bald Killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
Da stirbt irgendwie jeder in den Filmen.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
Ja, da hast du wohl recht.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Was könnt ihr denn wissen?
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah. I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Vielleicht kennt ihr ja Lily Myers.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Oh.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Dann weiß er vielleicht auch was über die Kunst?
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
All right. I might do that.
Na, ich weiß nicht, ob das so gut kommt.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted
weiß gar
by
nichts.
aliens.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taken the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
Ja, und so wie mein Traum war, waren es keine Aliens, sondern aus der Hölle. Das klingt genauso überzeugend.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Ah, why do I even bother?
Können wir ihm noch was zeigen?
Do you know anything about this flower?
It's red?
Oh.
Enlightening. I don't need to show him that. Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai. I know what I'm talking about. They used to call me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough years. I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now, Mei Lin and Little Pink.
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy.
Ja.
Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah. What about the other 2?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay.
Den Schlüssel vielleicht?
Do you know what this key opens?
Your heart, mademoiselle?
Oh, nice.
Oh, brother.
Sollen wir ihm die Kippe anbieten?
Wanna smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm keeping it under control with a fruitarian diet.
Ja, ich glaube, der Rest ist alles nicht so wichtig. Stun Gun brauchen wir jetzt nicht auf ihn anwenden. Armer Kerl.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Das ist ganz nett gemacht, dass ich in der Tür dass sich in der Tür die andere Seite spiegelt. Was gibt's denn hier noch? Irgendwas Interessantes? Ich glaube nicht. Der Trash Can. Okay. Pflanze.
Was expecting plastic, but this looks like a real plant. Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations. A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year. No thanks. I have better things to do. Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. It's like they're intentionally trying to keep people out.
Files. Computer.
A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it. I can't read it from here. I can't read it from here.
Ah, müssen wir dahinter. Aber das stört die Nurse.
Excuse me, nurse? Hey, nurse!
Yeah?
They don't pay you much, huh? Try not to strain yourself. Somebody around here hates their job.
Try not to strain yourself.
Whatever. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
I need to get rid of her somehow.
Vielleicht doch die Stun Gun.
Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging. No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
Ja.
My smoke's about a half a pack. Started when I was 12 and never looked back. Pretty much the only thing keeping me sane.
Dann rauchen wir noch meine. Rauchen.
I prefer to smoke outdoors.
Och. Wie werden wir die los?
No thanks. Ja, sie angreifen wollen wir nicht. I shouldn't waste juice on that. A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it.
Tja, was könnte man da jetzt machen? Mal eine Kippe nehmen.
That's not how you treat premium tobacco. My smokes.
Ach so, funktioniert das vielleicht so? Ja, erstmal gemütlich rauchen. Und die Kippe wegschnippen. Jawohl. Alles dreckig machen.
It's full of... I don't want to throw that away.
Ich wollte den Müll anzünden, damit die rausgeht, aber ist vielleicht auch eine blöde Idee.
I prefer to smoke outdoors.
Tja.
I can't do anything while she's sitting there.
Wie werden wir sie los?
Again? No thanks. I'm gonna have to think outside the box.
Da bin ich genau der Richtige dafür. So.
Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. It's like they're intentionally trying to keep people out.
Vielleicht können wir den Bam überreden wieder. Für $5. Hey, Gobber!
Hey, Doofus.
Oh, hi!
Er ist doch gar nicht Doofus.
So, how good an actor are you?
The best! The very best!
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies. And that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it! She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Ah! Ja, jetzt haben wir nicht aufgepasst, ha? Silence wird es wohl nicht sein. Vielleicht können wir hier die Krankheit vortäuschen. Dass er sich die Haare nehmen will.
Definitely Jacob's bladder.
I'm feeling the pressure.
Schauen wir mal, ob das hier der richtige Film war.
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots. I'm just so full of your love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
War wohl nicht der richtige.
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Was? Soll ich ihn jetzt tasen währenddessen?
Hey, Doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how about another show?
Sure. Any suggestions?
Natural bald killers would be the obvious choice.
Bald move.
Tja dann.
Fernando, you've been such a good friend. I can't thank you.
NZ 500 self-defense stun gun.
Turn this scalp into a breathtaking gold.
Good idea, but it wouldn't match his symptoms.
Okay, Doctor. I'm counting down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Tja, was kann denn hier der richtige Film sein?
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow. Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how about another show?
Sure.
Was nehmen wir denn? Den haben wir schon versucht, den haben wir versucht.
Probably The Silence of Lambert.
Oh, I'm gonna be loud. Consuelo, how I wish I could speak. I have so many things left to say.
Good idea, but it wouldn't match his symptoms.
Das war's wohl wieder nicht.
Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Tja, bei dem anderen habe ich es nicht ausprobiert, bei dem anderen Film. Vielleicht wäre der ja der richtige gewesen. Aber ich wüsste gar nicht warum.
Electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Ja, aber ich würde sagen, das schauen wir heute auch gar nicht mehr an. Das versuchen wir heute nicht mehr. Machen wir an dieser Stelle lieber erstmal ein kleines Päuschen. Und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal.